Hello guys, welcome to this video, and today I'm going to teach you how we can make a web application with having no JavaScript in the backend, and it's going to have the ytdl module and the FFmpeg one too. So we're gonna use what this website is going to do is going to get the YouTube video URL, and it's going to you can trim the video according to your personal needs, and after trimming the video you just need to click on the download it to start the download. Let me show you an example. I've already made the website, and I'm gonna show you the basics that how you can make the website by yourself for yourself too. So let's say, for example, this my website is automatically gonna grab the URL and click on the crack video stuff, and here you can see we have the video details. Just leave that thing. This is what we are dealing with, and here you can see we have the quality. I'm not going to show you how to do this. You can figure that by your own, but you will get most of the idea how we are actually doing this. So you can see the first one have both video and audio, so we're going to select any one of them and click on the trim video. So here you can mention the starting point of the video and the ending point of the video. Let's say we want a 20-second, let's say we want a 30-second video clip. You click on the download option, it's gonna just go like that. So 1 second, I need to refresh myself. Okay guys, I need to restart my dynos in my Heroku application. We're going to click on the download button. Now you can see they're showing trimming your video and how much file has been processed in the server. Here it should be the size of whatever size has been processed in the server accordingly. So it so you can see here it's going to download. It's going to show you that how much file has been processed in the server. In it, the FFmpeg takes 3 seconds to download 0.25 megabytes from the ytdl module. So I don't know. I think there might be some problems, and in the future updates it might be fixed. But for now, it is what it is, so we cannot deal with that. And once the process has been done, it's gonna start the download with the title of the video and the format or extension of the video. We're gonna click on save.
This is the loneliest house in the world. Oh, it's so lonely, no. There are tons of
exactly starting from 0 until the 20. So that's what we are going to be focused on. And this is going to be a real quick video. I'm not gonna waste your time, no bullshit, nothing. So I will come back in 2 minutes. I'm gonna drink tea. Hello my sweet people, and welcome back. So I drank all the tea stuff, so now we're going to quickly get started. I'm gonna make a new folder here, right here, so that's gonna be Elderny downloader. I'm gonna do stuff quickly, so I'm going to explain every single thing, but just trust me, okay? Yeah, let's do that. Let's open PowerShell window here. Let's not do that. Let's not open any PowerShell window. Okay, let's I'm confused as hell. Let's open up the PowerShell window. Let's make a directory of the name of public, and let's do npm init. We're gonna install the the name of Elderny. We're gonna install no JavaScript into a website, and now we're going to install Express module. So npm I express, and that's going to be quickly done. Okay, that's done. Now we're going to install npm I ytdl-core. Well, I've heard about the ytdl. There is another thing that is ytdlg, but that is another, like, YouTube video downloader, and that's much faster than this, but that's built in Python, so you can use that if you have Python application or something like that. But for now, we're not going to talk about that thing. So we have got those things. Now we're going to make a new item, and our first item is going to be index.html, and second item is going to be index.javascript. Oh shit, never mind, we're going to fix that things. Okay, it's going now. Our main JavaScript is going to be our main JavaScript file. We don't have any. We're not going to add any CSS this time. Well, we're going to put our index.javascript and the index.html into a public folder, just like that. And I'm gonna close this one. So I already showed you the example. We're going to open this one, and we're going to open it in the VS Code. Here we go. We're going to in the main JavaScript. Alright, so now here first we're gonna make a constant. We're gonna make a variable of express, just like that. So is equal to require express. Easy as that. Another one is going to be ytdl is equal to require ytdl-core. Another one is going to be a constant exec. It's going to require the child process, because we're going to run a CMD inside our website. child process. Now we're gonna run our express into the app. We're also gonna need to fs because we're gonna delete the file later on and something like that. I want to show you. We're actually gonna download the YouTube video using FFmpeg into a server, then give the file to the user and delete that file from our server. So just like that. We don't need to download anything for the FS as it's an inbuilt inbuilt module. So now what we need to do, we're gonna go like app.use. These are the basic things to start the Express application. Express.json, and the app.use is going to have the express.static. And I'm gonna mention our folder where our file is located, where index.html file is located. If it would have been located in our main file, like main directory, we're gonna put it as /, but it's in public like that. Now we're gonna go app.get. Now it's gonna actually start our website on the server of every single thing, like all of the website. Is going to send the file, response.send file, and we're gonna first of all send file using the / directory, and the file is located in the public /index this index. What I have to mention in index.html. Well, the index is JavaScript, so I think it might mess up a little bit. Now we can also do app.listen and the port of 80, because 80 is a nice port and it will not show us any like colon, then port is going to be fully clean. Now we're gonna go into the index.html. I'm gonna quickly do the stuffs here. YouTube downloader. So now here we're gonna make a div of trimmer. It doesn't matter. Instead of that, I'm gonna make a span YouTube trimmer, and then we're gonna make input. We're gonna make 3 inputs, and ID is equal to start, doesn't matter, value. We're gonna make the value equal to hour, minute, second. So this is the FFmpeg main thing. We need to make sure that we give the value in the format of our minute or second, or only minute or second, or only the second. But the thing is that we don't know that if the user is trimming our long video or minute long videos, it will make some problems. So that's why, to fix that thing, we need to do this thing. We're gonna make this one like that, and ID is equal to URL like that, and this is going to be start, and this one is going to be end. Placeholder URL like that, and at the end point we're gonna make a button, the ID of let's say submit trim like that. We're gonna connect our script, index.javascript like that, and everything's going a little quickly. Now we need to have a event listener on clicking on the submit button. So we're gonna go like get element by ID like that, dot add event listener. We're gonna add a click event listener just like that, and this event listener we need to grab value of few of the things. Let start equal to, let end equal to, let URL equal to. Alright, so let's start equal to get the member ID, start the value URL dot value. We're gonna get the value of those things. In the main JavaScript, we're gonna make a setup and then the listing location. That's going to be like, let's say /trim. It's gonna get a request and the response, and we will not do any fetch post request. We will just use fetch get request, and we're gonna get the data from our JavaScript to the backend using URL. So we will be providing the data in the URL, and we will be using like that URL equal to request.query me say query.url, as we're gonna name it as URL, and after that naming it as URL. Let me make it this. Let data in equal to empty array. Now here what we're going to do, this should be an async function, as we don't know that how much time it's gonna take ytdl while YouTube YouTube downloader to get the YouTube details, video details. So we're gonna go like data in equal to await. It's actually a function of and the function of the YouTube DL is ytdl dot get video info, get info. So we're gonna get info of the URL. We're gonna put this URL. This is going to be the YouTube video URL that the user is going to get, and whatever this is going to contain an array. Whatever response we're gonna get about that video, I'm gonna just write just like, let's say if the status was 200, like every single thing was fine, we're gonna just go like, send it as a JSON. I'm gonna set data.in as a JSON file back to the server. So just to make sure that everything ends at this point, alright? But no, we're not gonna send anything to the user back again, because that's gonna be a little bit hectic process. That's gonna be a long process. So I'm gonna show you every single thing. I'm gonna do everything quickly. So all I want to do is just do things quickly. So what we're doing here, like right now, at this point, so you can see here we have we're listening to the port as trim question mark. We will be giving it we'll give it a URL. That is going to be URL, and we will give it and start variable. That's going to be start. Okay, and we will give it a URL that's going to be and is equal to and we should get a response dot then is going to be response arrow function response dot JSON. Another promise that's going to have over actually data, so we don't actually need to do any much of a thing with the data. Otherwise we're just going to go over window the location. We're going to change the window location to replace it to the start download. Yeah, we're gonna replace the location of the start download once we receive the response from here. So let me also make that app.get / start download request and response. So probably this is where we're gonna start the download of the video. So let me just tell you what actually is going to happen. So in here, let me just oh, I'm a little bit confused. I want to show you guys. Let me just show you guys one time what response we get from the server. Response status. .json we're gonna give the user like this one. Just like that. I'm gonna open the terminal and I'm gonna do npm node1. I also want the node1 to be on my website, as I'm not going to start the server every single time. So node1 main JavaScript, new window, localhost. Okay, a website looks something like that. Yeah, we can put up a YouTube video URL. Let me just go to YouTube real quick, and then we're gonna copy new video. I just copy real quick, paste it here, start time, end time, doesn't matter, just open up a console, click on trim, and we should probably get that array. I'm going to get that array here. Once every single thing is done in the server. Nothing is happening actually on the click of the button. That means something is wrong, something is not right. I'm going to get element by ID. We're just clicking on that thing, but it's not actually doing something. we're just fetching it and respond the data, get data, console data. Failed to fetch. Okay, and in the network, localhost/stream, we're giving it the URL and giving it more of the things. One minute, let me just see. Oh man, the problem was nothing actually, so I don't know. I need to just refresh the website and it just worked out. Here we go. So I don't know every single thing what I'm going to do, but just take a look at this one. In the video details, we will have the title and the author of the video and blah 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 stuff. In the formats, we're going to have different formats available for the download of the video. 360p quality, 1080p 60 quality, and in here you can see there's options, has video and has audio. So we'll be, for now, we're going to select only the has video has audio one, and whatever is going to have that one. So we're going to do that real quick, and you can take a look at that. Whatever we're going to do in here, you can see we have the dot container that's going to have the our extension of our video, and this is the URL of the video. That's downloadable URL, so you can just download this one into our website. So as he got the idea, now we're gonna do the stuff in our website. Well, I know whatever we're going to do, so just don't worry about that. Now, first of all, we're gonna start the for loop, and the for loop is going to be I is equal to 0, and unless the I is smaller than data in dot formats dot length. So probably we're going to loop into the data formats to get the video which has both audio and video, and it's 720p quality. Till then I plus just like that. If data in dot formats I dot has video, and copy this thing, I'm gonna place it here, has audio, then do the stuff we want to do. So what we want to do, we're gonna make a video title is equal to empty, let file name is equal to empty, let trim URL equal to empty. Do we need to do anything else? I guess not. And yes, we don't need. Let old video title is equal to empty. So the thing. So the thing is, we're making the old video title and the new video title because the videos have space between them. So we need to replace the space with the underscore. So we're gonna do that using the regex.replace, something like that. I'm gonna show you every single thing. So first of all, what we wanna do, we wanna go like, yeah, we wanna go like old video. No. Trim URL. Okay. Old video title equal to data in dot formats it's video title, so it should be in the video details dot title. Then video title should be equal to all the video title dot replace. Replace it with I guess that was like, one second, let me just Google it real quick. Replace all space in JavaScript, and quickly just copy paste. Where is it? Okay, that is here, we got it. Alright, we were quick. I'm gonna replace the thing with the underscore, just like that. I'm gonna replace it with the underscore, and then file name should be equal to, the file name is the file we're gonna download with the title, and with the extension that should be equal to, first of all, the video title, then a dot, and then our data in dot formats like I told you, dot container. It was in the dot container path, so yeah, that should be fine. And the trim URL should be equal to data in dot formats, the particular one dot URL. So whatever we're going to select this one. So first of all, it's going to iterate through the 361 quality, then it's going to go below. So the 361 is always at the top, so eventually we're going to get the 720p quality one, so we don't need to mention anything about quality label. We can also do console.log data in the formats I dot quality label, so it's going to show us whatever quality we're on currently. So after doing this stuff, we want to exit the for loop, and once we exit the for loop, we're actually going to we'll start the thing using the exec, that means the command cmd actually. So we're gonna have a FFmpeg command. So we don't need to you just add any module like fluent FFmpeg. So you only need to do is just make sure you have FFmpeg installed in your PC, and if you're hosting this website on your server or anything else, you need to have the build pack of FFmpeg that's available anywhere. You can see that, and that will be available, and all you need to do is just that. Okay, now first we're going to mention the start time, and also I didn't mention any start time. That is equal to request.query.start, and same with the end time. Okay, and is equal to like that. So in here, first of all, the SS means that the start point of the video. So we're using backtick, so we can mention $sign and curve the brackets like that. So now here you can mention the start time, and after that we need to mention the ending time. .2 means the ending time till where we want to go. So the end portion, that means we want to trim the video from where to where. So that should be in our end time. And then we need to mention the I, that means the input file. Whatever the input file is, then our input file in this case is going to be the trim URL. So it's gonna take trim URL as an input file. So after that we're gonna make ccopy. So ccopy actually does what? Actually it will not re-encode all of the video from the start to the end. Like it's gonna get the video and it's gonna re-encode all the video with the FFmpeg. So all we wanna do, the ccopy will actually just copy the original video and paste it into your website with the trimmed things, whatever you want to do. With that being said, we're gonna move ahead and use the put the options of avoid negative ts and make 0. I'm gonna explain, don't worry. Make underscore 0. So avoid negative ts mean actually does what? There is some problems happening with the FFmpeg. Sometimes you download the video and you will see the video starting from -2, -3, -4. So avoid negative ts will actually fix that, the video to start from -2, and the make 0 will actually start the video from 0. And if you're not gonna put any make 0, only the avoid negative ts, what can happen? The video can start from a 4 second, 3 second, 2 seconds. So you see, we can do those things to manage. Not every single time that will happen, but sometimes that can happen. So just to put some something just to make sure that we don't do anything wrong, only for that. And also we need to put quotes quotes in here in the trim URL in the input, for the input, and also we're going to put the quotes for the output too. And output is going to be in the name of file name. That's going to have a file title and the extension, so that's going to be fine. And also you only don't need to replace the space with underscore. Some videos also have these special characters like exclamation mark, the colon stuff. So you need to find the regex for that too. I have found that for my original website, but for now I'm not going to show that to you because that's going to be a really long video. So for now we're just leaving those things I'm leaving those things on you. And in the exec function, have some callback functions. That's going to be, first one is going to be the error one, and after that we have the std-in, and then we have the std-out. Okay, std-out. So the error one is going to show that if anything happens. The std-in, I'm not sure about that thing, but std-out will exactly show you every single thing that you're going to see in the CMD console if you're going to run this function, if you're going to run this code there. But all of these callback functions will be only ran once this file will give something in return. Like once this process has been done, it's either gonna show us error or std-out or something like that. But we don't need to do anything with the std-in or std-out. All we need to do is just like if the error was error, so then do what? we're gonna just throw the error. So throw error would actually help us do what is it will actually terminate the function there, and it will not move ahead. And if there was no error, what we wanna do, we wanna just like let's say response.send. We're gonna send the response to the user in a JSON format. Like we're only sending the one thing that's going to be. I guess we don't need to send anything to the URL to the user. So what we can do in this case, you need to send this thing anyway to the user if you're making a detailed website. But in this case, I'm not making no detailed website, so I'm just going to send okay to the user. So you go like return the send, and here that means it's not going to be a JSON anymore. It's just going to be a text. Yep, it's going to be a text. We're not going to console the log anything. We're just going to do this once we receive the response, and we're just sending the thing. Okay, just do it, and that is it. And we also can use the fs.unlink, and we're going to use the fs.unlink in the start download. Once we start the downloading for the user, we can then delete the file from the server. Well, I'm also going to use the set interval, so that let me just show you that. I'm going to use set interval function, so that we will know that how much file has been downloaded in the server. We're gonna run this thing after every, let's say how much time, after every 3 seconds. I know 3 seconds is not much, but still, you know, we're gonna go like console.log. We're gonna console.log fs.stat sync is gonna just like check the is going to check the status of the file asynchronously. So not actually asynchronously, it's going to check the file synchronously. So the file name is file name as we defined here. Is going to be there in our server. Look, actually this command is going to download the file in our server right here. Now we're gonna use the fs.sync.size to get the size of the file after every 3 seconds. So we can update the user that how much file has been processed in the server, as you saw in my website, like I have done. We're gonna divide this thing according to the megabyte. Let me just see on Google real quick. 1 MB 2 bytes, and that's equal to, okay, I got it. So I'm gonna divide it by some value like that, and I'm gonna remove this thing, and why I put this bracket here, because I'm gonna make a dot fixed 2, so they will show us only 2 decimals after the dot, and otherwise we're gonna receive a long line of 0.252 blah 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 blah. So we don't wanna see that crap. Okay, in the start download, we're actually gonna start the download on this. Like once we receive that thing, we're gonna start the download, and yeah, we're gonna do what? We're gonna go like response. We're gonna use response download as express. That's how we download the file in Express. So you can also use the response header, because using response header, you can mention the file size of the file. Once the user will start the download, he will be shown that how much is the total file size, and how much he has downloaded. Like he will be get notified. He will just see in the download status. But if you're gonna use the response download, it's going to have a callback functions, but you cannot mention the file size of the file. So it's gonna show like the user 5 MB has been downloaded out of unknown, I don't know, question mark, so something like that. So you can use that response header too, but we need to pipe the response using the, if we're going to use the response header, and that's a little bit detailed thing. We're not gonna do that. I'm not going to do that right now, because it's not a detailed video. It's going to be a long video like that. So we're just going to the basic, like how I did this. This is now a download. We're gonna make a download route. We're using the response to download. Here we need to provide the file name, the file path. So probably we're gonna provide only the file name, because it's the file is in our main directory, so it will not look for the file anywhere else. And it has a it has a callback function of error if something happened. Like if there was error, then I'm gonna just throw the error, just like I mentioned before. If there was no error, we're gonna use the fs.unlink synchronously unlink the file, and the file should be, we should give the directory name, the slash, and the directory name slash and the file name. And I need to do the same thing here. forgot to do that same thing there. So it's gonna delete the file once the download has been started. So the callback function will be ran after we're gonna start the download. So you might be thinking, oh man, if we're going to delete the file, how is the user gonna get download the file? The thing is, the download will be started for the user before even you're gonna delete the file. So once you delete the file, the download will continue. It will not stop because it will be stored somewhere in the Google thing. We don't have to go into that deep part, but it's what it is. So what I have to think about so much. Oh man, what's going to happen like that? Just don't do that. Otherwise, every single thing is going to be fine. Okay, a lot of talking we did. We wrote a quite long code, and I guess it should work fine. Okay, let's hope every single thing is working fine. I'm gonna go here, copy every single thing. I'm gonna refresh it, and I'm gonna paste it here, and as a 20-second end, and I'm gonna open the index in this here because we're gonna get notified about the size. Oh, I forgot to do one thing in the main JavaScript, and that is the auto fixed. I did that, and we're gonna make it with some backticks. It's like $1, and then we're gonna make it megabyte. That looks a little bit more better, you know. 20-second. Let's trim it. Okay, we should have the other file downloaded here. Let's start the download file in here. Okay, 1 minute. Alright, the thing is, the file has exclamatory mark, and that's not a good sign to have exclamatory mark in the file. So probably. Let's look for another video that don't have anything like that. Okay, this one. Oh. And start time 20 seconds. Just start, trim it. Let's take a look at that. Okay, file is here. They're mentioning us the size. Okay, yep, feels cool. You can see that we're getting updated about the size. And if you're also gonna loop, you put the set interval to 1 second, you're still going to see that 0.25 megabyte difference in between the sizes. And I don't know why the FFmpeg is download the file at 0.25 megabyte speed. So this is a last file size. Okay, a file name is not defined. But let's take a look at that. File name is not defined. Oh, sorry. So file name is actually not defined because it was not a global function before, but now it's a global function. Gonna node mon.javascript. It's real quick. Refresh it. Oh, sorry. Localhost. I'm just crashing the server, man, again and again. Refresh it real quick. So we're already close to our success. Copy this normal thing. 20 seconds. Trim it. Now we can also give this, this size back to the user, so you can show this on his website. Oh, sorry. I need to delete the file first. Otherwise, nothing is going to happen. Refresh it. Put the URL in here. 20 seconds. Trim it. Okay, now show us updates about the size, and that's updates are going to be shown here. Okay, 0.00 megabyte and 0.00 megabyte. The file started downloading now. Now we're gonna get updated 0.25 megabyte every 3 seconds. I did some calculation. It happens after every 3 seconds. Sometimes maybe a little bit delay, but 3 seconds is the minimum. It will not happen after 2 seconds. So this should be the last one, and then the file should be downloading here. Alright, perfect. Don't worry about this thing. Just look at here. Look, we're gonna save it file. I'm gonna open this one, and it opened successfully. And this is what a 720p.
I was born in 90.
See? Well, guys, that was it for this video. Don't worry about these things like oh my god, what is this? Just don't worry about that. This is, you can fix that Oh, I will say you fix this thing by your own self. I'm gonna show you that. Okay, router, where are we? They are seeing some error on issue on the 39. That means here. Well, you can do this. You can fix this thing by your own self. You can put like, if file.exist sync. If the file exists, then show us the size of the file. If it does not, if it does not exist, then don't show us the size of the file. You can do it like that, and you can do much more of stuff with this thing. Well, that was it for this video, and hope you already enjoyed the video a lot. And I'm gonna come back with more good videos like those in the future. So, well, that was it. Bye bye, and have a nice day. And I'm going to see you in the future. Bye bye. See you now.